Hi Data Tribe, thanks for watching. In the short video, we'll be sharing the story of how one of our programs this year, the Courage Circle, has made an impactful change in the lives and careers of some of our members. Later, we'll also see a video of the graduates of the Courage Circle. And if you're one of them and you're watching this now, congratulations already. And we really look forward to seeing what you had to say about this entire program. Joining me today are the co-masterminds and the progenitors of the program. Our fearless leader, Jana Marle Zizkova, our faithful champion and partner, Tracy Quah, and our courage whisperer, Sha-en Yeo. So yeah. So welcome. And this is going to be a fantastic discussion. Maybe ladies, would you like to say something first before we dive into the questions, or would you like me to ask the questions already? I think we can dive right in, right? So it's been several months since we launched this series. The first webinar was in July, followed by another webinar in August. And in between, there were 2 Courage Circle meetups. And we were really impressed with by how some of them were really faithfully watching and looking forward to the sessions. How has it been for you since then? What do you think our program achieved? And do you think that it achieved the impact that we set it out for? I'd like to ask Tracy and then Sha-en.
Well, Pat, you know, this series has just been enlightening and informative experience for attendees as well as for all of us. I've personally learned so much through the various engagements and believe it's definitely achieved and exceeded our expectations. We have the kind of conversations that we need to have more of in order to address the challenges that women face, empower women to lead courageously. And the testament of the ladies when they shared their own story is so empowering, and we are advocating one another. This is fantastic.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sha-en, what do you think?
I think I echo what Tracy has said. I think looking back, I just feel so grateful to have been part of the process and you know, to be able to share, you know, some of the content that I guess I haven't yet put out there publicly. Reason being is because sometimes, you know, there isn't a platform, or I think, you know, maybe this is too private to share, you know, but I guess when women come together, it just brings us all together to be able to think and work through some of the things that we're going through. And I think, you know, it's just an honor really to be able to have been part of the process and hear from their stories. And like what Tracy says, you know, we empower each other, we advocate for each other. So yeah, that's definitely one of my greatest takeaways.
Thank you. And we're glad that She Loves Data was able to give you that platform for, you know, for testing out these programs. It's like a live lab almost, focus group, if you will. So that's really fantastic. What were your favorite parts? And this time around, I'd like to start with Jana.
I think my favorite part was the sharing moments with all the groups that I've been taking part with. And what I was very surprised how actually daring conversations we had. And, you know, this is all about courage and all about identifying the blockers that are blocking us into any type of evolution for us as a person. And I was really encouraged by identifying my own blockers and sharing it with the group. And feeling of comfort and the safe space, and as well feeling of, hey, I'm not the only one, you know, battling with some blockages and various different feelings that were, you know, in the past 1.5 years, especially not so easy. So I felt the sharing, the judgment-free, trustful environment was really something that demonstrated the power of the network.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tracy, do you have anything to add to that? What were your favorite aspects of the program?
Well, I personally thoroughly enjoyed all aspects of the program. It provides me with the opportunity to learn from other female leaders across various industries on different perspectives related to courage and perspective from across the globe. I'm very amazed how this program is having global impact. The discussions from the program has brought to the forefront how we can equip others with the knowledge of how to succeed if you were to change industry as part of the mid-career. And in particular, I enjoyed my conversation with Dr. Tanvi on how women leaders can pivot and lead with courage to achieve success. And I learned a lot from the discussion led by Jana and Celine on the importance of maintaining a pipeline on female leaders intact. And Sha-en gave us homework. I, for the first time, did everyone and didn't realize the saboteurs that were blocking me, like what Jana has mentioned, from moving forward. So all good, I benefited a lot.
I actually really like what you said about the cultural aspect and the global movement, because we were so many various different individuals, you know, coming from different cultures, countries, backgrounds, professions, and yet we found the common language of identifying, you know, what we can do for us as a people to grow. It was fantastic. I almost have a goosebumps, you know, talking about that.
Exactly.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, I think it's like, you know, so many cultures. And I remember one particular moment inside the Courage Circle, and someone really, you could see that she was really nervous about sharing and speaking up and had been silent the whole time, but yet she still took that step forward and was able to share. And in that moment, there were so many others who jumped in and said, you know, I've experienced that before, you're not alone. Good on you for being able to do that. And it was like suddenly the light was shining on her face, you know, and she was like, oh, it's almost as if she was carrying it for so long, and yet finally she had the ability to share it and recognize that, you know, she's not going nuts all by herself. So that commonality or humanity coming together despite the cultural differences, to me that was beautiful. And yeah, I guess as the person designing the course, I could have asked for more, right? I mean, I didn't know exactly what to expect. I knew there would be moments where we would be vulnerable. I knew there would be moments where we would have joy and celebrate. But the fact that it can all come together, it's because every single one of them put themselves out there and was willing to participate with that open heart and open mind. So yeah, that to me was just amazing.
Like, as for me, that was the most impressive part of the program, that people were allowing themselves to be vulnerable among strangers, people that they've just met for the first time from across the globe. And that's really wonderful for women, right? The trust is almost instantaneous. And these are the types of bridges that we want to do. We want to build as a community, you know, now and forward. So really happy that, you know, to have observed that across all those sessions. So the participants that we had also had amazing comments. Let me read a few of them, just a tiny bit of them. By the way, in the 1 to 10 rating, our average is 9.5.
Wow.
So so it's really amazing. And yeah, let me just read some of the comments. This space gives everyone a chance to touch base again with their inner self, that inner dream, and to be geared up with courage to allow themselves to have faith, love, and spark in their lives a million more times. Very encouraging sessions. I'm absolutely grateful for the Courage Circles and the workshop sessions. It's an opportunity to be totally open, raw, and downright honest within a safe space. Again, an echo of what we said. I look forward to each session because I know that it can lead to a better me, especially since I'm eyeing a leadership position in the future. Thank you to this event. Let's hear it from some of our graduates who gave their really heartfelt feedback about the program.
My name's Karen. I I joined the Courage Circle series. I found it an amazing opportunity to be surrounded by leaders, women leaders who were open enough to share their personal journey in overcoming challenges to become a stronger leader. I found it created a safe space for us all to feel a little bit vulnerable and to learn new tools that were based on a range of things like mindfulness and NLP that would allow us to utilize those in the workplace, but also in our lives. So it was amazing to have an opportunity that reinvigorated our leadership skills and gave us more courage to go back and face the challenges that we encounter in everyday working environment and take some skills to our personal lives. Thank you.
The Courage Station is a group of empowered women who helped me boost my morale and confidence as a woman with disability. Having so much disruptors in my life, the team helped me see and prepare for any other hindrances that may come my way. I gained several friends and mentors that would essential as your future IT consultant. Thank you, Sheila Data and Informatica for this. Thank you, Jana, for this initiative, and God bless you. Bye.
Understanding saboteurs was eye-opening for me. We always learn about things we need to do, but we never learn about things that actually hold us back. So this exercise that I did with Courage Circles was eye-opening. Usually getting knowledge around what holds me back would need deep discussions with someone learned enough, someone articulate enough, and kind enough to share that feedback with me.
Hi, my name is Garima. I'm from India. I am thankful to She Loves Data and Sha-en for organizing such an interactive and intellectual workshop, Courageous Circle, co-presented by Informatica. This workshop has helped me to understand and identify my saboteur and how to overcome those saboteur using my strength. I love each session, which was very interactive and useful. It boosted my confidence to the next level. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Evelyn from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I am absolutely grateful for the Courage Circles and workshop. It's an opportunity to be totally open, raw, and downright honest within a safe space to speak about what's in the heart. This space gives everyone a chance to touch base again with their inner self, that inner dream, and to be geared up with courage to allow themselves to have faith, love, and spark in their lives a million more times. So thank you, She Loves Data, for this opportunity, and I really appreciate it, and I love and enjoy all the workshops. So I encourage everyone else to take this opportunity and make a difference for yourself. Thank you. Bye.
Those are really moving testimonials, don't you think? So, yeah, it. I can't help but tear up a bit with some of those comments. So, a question to you ladies: if we were to do this again next year, what would you do better, and what would you change? What would you add to it? Jana, you want to start on this?
Oh yeah, I can start. So my wish for next year would be that we have 10 times more participants, because I felt that there is such a power of this gathering. And there is such a meaning of this gathering and sharing and learning, how we can be better, including the aha moment in the beginning, when we all did the test, who we are, what blocks us. This is so simple yet so powerful. So my wish for next year is to have 10 times more women and maybe men, maybe create a
Yeah,
circle,
why not?
So
Yeah.
that's a number one for me, because I felt like I'm benefiting so much, and I see how people are transforming on this journey. So I wish we had a chance in the future to do it for more people. And another thing, what I would change is very practical. I almost felt like in our circles and in our sharings, we had too little time to share. I think we should double
True.
the time in the circle discussions, because what was fantastic was that when one person opened, it was like a chain reaction. And I think it
Yes.
was so good for some people, going back and explaining, the way they grew up, the how the blockers were building. And it was very interesting to listen to other people and then relate. So I wish, for next year that we double the time of those group sharings, because those I felt were very important.
Yes,
What
definitely.
about you, Sha-en, what would you update?
Well, I would add in more time, same as you, and perhaps more sessions as well. I think for me, it's sustainability and knowing that it's so powerful when we all get together and, things come up in our lives because of some things that may have happened in the past. And if we are aware of that, what we need is a council to come together and, have everyone else to let us know that, you're on the right track or things like that. So to have more sessions spread out perhaps over time, so that we always have this dock where we can, park ourselves for a while. If we can just be ourselves for that moment, away from our roles, away from our to-do list, and just be able to peel away those masks. I think it would really just benefit all of us if we can have more of those sessions.
Fantastic. Well, just came to my mind, I've got back BC. As we're sharing, we have actually attained breakthroughs in many of our participants' lives, that something that's probably bothering them, like what Sha-en has mentioned, for years. But it took another counterpart, right, from another part of the world to share and realize, right, I'm not going through that alone. And for that moment, things happen within. That to me is such a great breakthrough, right? So that's for my B. And truly pandemic has accelerated, and also we have collectively taken great strides in gender equality. And this is a great example of pushing the agenda, gathering women coming together. And it comes to my E, empowerment. Today, empowerment has shifted from a purely social issue to one that represents business imperative that drives growth, right? And we have the power to enforce that growth through empowering the ladies within the sessions. Come together, let's share. And what's next? We're definitely going to take this a step further and ask ourselves, so how do we empower the next generation to be better leaders and members of the society? Every small action we take counts. Every drop contributes to an ocean of change, and we definitely must lead the way in taking those actions. That comes to my C, courageously. And these 3 acronyms that came to mind as all wonderful ladies, Jana, Pat, and Sha-en, and sharing here. We definitely should continue this and push the agenda ahead for women and for male allies to join us as well. It's a good start. Let's continue to sow the seed, right? Water the plant till it becomes a tree.
Yes, those are wonderful, wonderful words, Jana, Sha-en, and Tracy. I definitely love your comment about creating a ripple, right, in the sea of that's why the title of our program is Sea of Change, the first webinar. It's really all about that. It's about activating change within each individual, because everything starts with the individual in the end. And if each of us all activated that that power, that courage within us, then together we can definitely achieve more. I love what you said, Sha-en, about having this program as an extended, a more extended program, and as a place that women can go to. What is your term? As a doc, it's like a safe,
like safe
place
harbor.
to go to. Yes, that is really beautiful, and it's a fantastic way to really provide value and help our fellow women in thriving in these interesting times. So yeah, so with that, I think it would be good to end this discussion with a lightning round, which is our signature ender for all of our events. In one word or phrase, each of you ladies, can you describe how you would describe the Courage Circle to someone who has not gone through it?
I'll start. Like nothing you have ever experienced before. Come and join us.
Love it, love it, love it. That's wonderful.
I would say,
Tracy? Oh, Jana.
Sorry, I would say it's tapping into unknown potential and using the previous, maybe not so good experiences in a life to basically unlock those opportunities.
Beautiful.
That would be my summary.
Beautiful. And Tracy, what would be your summary?
Sure, last but not least for me, step up, and you can do it. Courage transcends all boundaries and removes all barriers.
Lovely. Thank you so much. So Data Tribe, you heard it from our ladies of the Courage Circle. We'll be having more of the circles hopefully next year, and we'll be having more of you hopefully next year. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you at the next circle.